Let's try this. Hey, why is it going so fast? Hey, you got to slow this thing down. Well, anyway, what am I going to talk about? Hey, how about politics? You know, I mean, I'm not a Democrat. I'm a registered independent. I'm a foam at the mouth conservative. I have no use for most of the Republicans and all the Democrats. I'll tell you what. You do your own research. I spent a lot of years from the 70s. The Democratic Party is the Communist Party. They've been controlled by the Communist Party of USA. Very large organization. They meet in cities all over the United States. Yeah, I spent too much time with John Birch Society. Learned what Marxism and communism is. You need to wake up, do your own research. Just stop just relying on other people to program your mind. You know, I love this country, the United States of America, and it's a republic. It's not a democracy. Quit listening to these people who say this is a democracy. It isn't. It is a republic. I pledge allegiance to the United States. The republic. I did that in the Air Force, 1954 and 58. In the United States Army, 1961, 1964. I did the same thing 10 years later in the Air National Guard. I took these oaths. These oaths do not disappear after you disconnect yourself from the military. That goes on to your entire life. This country, we have mountains of people on both sides of the aisle that are trying to destroy this country, and they're working very hard. Trump, that'll give this guy a medal. I mean, taking outsiders trying to save this country. Not perfect. We did not search for a Sunday school teacher. Trump is not a Sunday school teacher. He has flaws. And stop making him. Now, we got people out here in the Republican Party trying to make him a Sunday school teacher. Stop it. He's a disruptor. We don't want blended into the enemy. Hey, I'm in the military. But you don't talk to the military on the other side. Hey, do we want to do this? Should we attack you this morning? You think we're legitimate? Having tanks and aiming at you? Bullshit. These Democrats cross the aisle and try to rub these people's backs, make them feel good. You know what the problem is? They all belong to the same club. And they tolerate each other. They go back and forth, trade policies, and we get screwed every way you could think of. We need Trump in there, or anyone like him. A disruptor, like Jesus. He walked into the temple square. He turned tables upside down. He got pissed off. You know, he called the leaders in that country, which was very powerful leaders. They're not like our politicians now. They pretty well run the country. And he called them a barrel of snakes. What are you talking about? You need to stop these people. You need to vote against them. Get them the hell out of there. I've been studying this stuff, Marxism and communism, since in the late 1970s. I was at Christ for the Nations Bible School. I got woke up by a few publications that they didn't promote, but they showed up in the bookstore. None dare call it a conspiracy. That's one of them. That started to wake me up. And I started doing research from there. And before that, I was in the John Birch Society, and writing letters to Congressmen didn't help. But they exposed what's going on there, and they're still active. So it's just plain ridiculous. I don't know where this is going to go. I tell you, I don't have no idea where it's going to go. Anyway, I had a glass and a half of my homemade wine. I made some wine. Let's see. let's see. I think I went into Aldi's. I got 2 half-gallons of apple juice. That makes a gallon. I can do almost 5 bottles of wine. Throw in some yeast, a couple of cups of sugar, and you got wine. I mean, it's not $10 wine, not $20 wine, but it's wine. You can get a buzz, you can relax in the evening. That's just what I did. I did a little relaxing. It's all worn off now. The buzz don't last long on me. Yeah, and I don't continue glugging this stuff. But it's nice to sit back here. I'm down here in the basement. I just finished. I'm doing a large cup for my doctor that's at the VA hospital. I got to put a handle on it tomorrow, and then I'll get it fired. I got a lot of pottery. I got 19 pieces of pottery in the brickyard here in town that does all the firing for me. So if my kiln died on me, but hey, $15, they'll fire me a half a kiln full, and that's about 19, 20 pieces. That's cheap. That's pretty good. So I have a few things on the shelf up there, but I give a lot of it away. So, but I'm thinking about going to work as soon as I get through this. We're going on a cruise down in, oh God, I don't know, this South Pacific somewhere. Not Panama, but a couple of Montenegro, I think, is one of them. We're going to hit 2 countries down there, islands, and so we'll be on a 7-8 day cruise. We didn't pay for it. John Vaughn and my wife's daughter and son-in-law pay for it. The grandkids, so we'll enjoy that when I get back, and I'll get more involved in my pottery and my brewing. And hey, I'm going to be 84 this year. Look at me. I'm going to be 84. What should I do in my last days? What do you think? Should I keep my hobbies up, or just lay back and wait for the end? Not hardly. Like John Wayne said one time, not hardly. No. So I just got to keep busy doing things. Maybe I'll search out and do something else. I have no idea. I just I've always had itchy feet. I like to travel, but this marriage here has slowed me down. This woman has really slowed me down. But if you ever want to get into my DNA, you want to see John Gould's DNA. There's several songs out there that I had not a clue that they're actually connected to my DNA, myself. But I loved them. And but one of them that really hits me hard, brought tears to my eyes when I heard the song, I was born under a wandering star. Try that, baby. That hit me hard. That told me what I really am. My spirit, my DNA, what's down in deep. Have you ever tried that? Have you ever looked at yourself? What brings you down into not just your thoughts and your background, how you was raised, about your relatives, your mother and dad. No. What do you think will bring you down into your DNA, your real self? Well, I'll tell you what. I haven't got any. I'm sure there may be farther than that, but I haven't got any farther than what really hit me hard when I heard this song was I was born under a wandering star. It's a video on YouTube. Check it out. And then start doing your own searching yourself. So, I'm sure God is really working on me. I don't know. He's trying to get through. Maybe I'm not paying attention. I'm not awake. We need to look inward a little bit. We don't want to stay there, because we need to get out and reach other people and bless them. You know, if you got a good person, get out and touch other people. Just like in church today, we have guards, and I walked up to the guard, thanked him that he's there. I shake hands with him. I touch him up on the arm. I thank him for his service. You know, just thank these police for their service. You realize what would happen if you didn't have any police on the streets? It was whoever had the most guns on the block, down the corner, would run your neighborhood. Wake up. Get your own weapons. Hide them out. Learn how to use them. We don't know what's coming up here. So anyway, I just praise the Lord every day, even what's going on. I have a peace and joy that I get to. I just get. God will give you a peace and joy beyond your understanding. That's in the scriptures, and you need. Even though you have turmoil around you, your neighborhood, your country, you can live in a peace and a joy regardless. Just trust in Him and rely on Him. And I started in 1975 in Boise, Idaho. It's been working on me ever since. And it's a real slow progress, what He had to work with. Anybody that knows me, I don't have enough time to tell you my past. I will not live long enough. At 84 this year, on November the 18th, I don't have enough time to share everything I've gone through and everything I put myself through. That's a key point. What do you put yourself through? Yeah. What did you trust in all your life? I'll tell you what. Well, anyway, I'm enjoying myself here in Indiana. Kind of wish I lived in Oregon. I mean, not Oregon, but Florida. Warren's down there, bought him a nice place with a swimming pool, and down in Tampa, Florida. We were down there. I was down there for 3 weeks, mostly on a drive from Oregon. But anyway, I miss everybody. I need to get on my blog, share some things. I wish somebody would give me a hint. What do I need on my blog? I got a lot of things I could share. Every one of you out there have things that you could do on a blog that would be very interesting. It'd be very interesting just to look at your lifestyle, your past. I enjoy listening to other people. I'm getting kind of tired of my own stories. I've heard them so many times. There are a few that I retain that I like to hear over and over again once in a while, but most of them are boring, no matter how exciting they are, military or not. So, but anyhow, just want everybody to know I am enjoying life at my age. The VA hospital keeps me up and going. All facets of my body is working. My libido is still working. They just keep me going. And I'm not giving up. Too many people just lay back and give up when they get my age. Younger. Even younger folks. You got it joking. They're 50s and 60s. My dad gave me up when he was in his early 60s. He just laid back. Late 50s, early 60s. He just kind of gave up. Laid back, did nothing. Bowled once in a while. I worked part-time in the cabinet shop. But still, he just pretty well gave up on family life. That's too bad. I'm not going to do that. I still have 2 sisters left. I wish I had closer contact with them. I think they got kind of mad at me over the years. But, and I do apologize. Wish I could turn things around, but I can't. There are things in your life you just can't turn around. You just got to keep moving on. You cannot turn around. I've been through 2 divorces. Wish I could turn them around or something. Wish I could just console them or something. Apologize. Look them straight in their face and apologize. I was mostly the fault, but neither of my first 2 marriages was meant to be anyway. It's just we were a different person, and I was a salesman. That's what I did. I sold them on a bill of goods. Not good. Got them all excited. They were young. One of them was already divorced a couple of times, and they were I regret being a good salesman. So anyway, I'm doing really good with what I got. I enjoy the marriage I got right now. God has really blessed me. My wife has blessed me. Her family throughout Indiana are a blessing. Nobody's at each other's throat. Nobody's cussing each other. Everybody gets along. It's just, I am not used to that. That has never happened in my family in any part of it. But anyhow, I'm enjoying what's going on out here. And I'll be working on my blog. This thing tonight here, what I'm saying right now is just on top of my head. I just got off the pottery wheel. I got off the pottery wheel over there. I'm over there, clear over in that corner where all my pottery is. And there's a wheel over there. And I'm doing a big, large mug for my doctor at the VA hospital. I got to put a handle on it tomorrow. This doctor and his nurses really blessed me. They just, this VA hospital, they're right on top of you. They have kept me alive, and they just work overtime to take care of you and look out for you. They're like personal physicians. Rubbing my eyes here because I got allergies, winter allergies. My eyes, yes, I need to get up and take some allergies. So, God, I wish I had contact with all my friends. I'm just going to save this for somebody. I know what I'm doing up to. I don't play the guitar much anymore. I don't play the harmonica anymore. Kind of steered away from that. Maybe I ought to get back into doing a little bit of that down here in the basement. That's where I am right now. I'm in the basement. This my own little world over in one corner. I got my TV. I got my family room. I got my family room here, and it's just my brew room over the closet over here to my left. So I do my brewing of beer and wine. I drink very little of it. I give away most of it. And anyway, I wish I'll share more later. What I need to do is just get a sheet of paper and write down the sections I need to share so I'm not rambling so much and searching for words. So I'm going to let you go. Enjoy your life. Touch other people. You get depressed, you get sad, you get down, your world is going down to the tubes. Get out of the house and go touch somebody. Go tell them you love them, you like them, you're glad they're around. Ask them about their life. You know, it's just it will lift you up when you contact other people and get personal involved with them. You can be kind of sneaky about it. You know, you don't have to hit them right in the face. You don't have to do it all at once, but just kind of mingle in there and just touch other people. God gave you a love to share it with other people, men and women. If you're a man, share it with other men. And maybe you have to wait for an opening before you can share, but at least contact them. Let them know who you are, that you're interested in them. You know, you spend a lot of time in your life, and you're just tired of hearing your own stories. You want to hear others. Just do outreach. Nursing homes. I used to do that in nursing homes. The VA hospital. I was a chaplain at the VA hospital for over a year. And just touching these old timers at the old soldiers home. Just they'll criticize you. They'll tell jokes about you. But when you show up late, you'll be criticized. They'll be waiting at the door for you. And the same at nursing homes, because people dump them and leave them. They live in the same family, lives in the same city. They'll never go back. Seen that over the years. So just outreach to your neighbors, not just your friends. Outreach to people you don't know. Yeah, let God do the open doors. Anyway, I better hang up here. I'm almost 20 minutes. See if I know how to save this. I'm going to hit stop. God bless all of you. Praise Jesus, I'll tell you. Let Jesus in your life. He will change it. It won't change it overnight. It may take years. It may take months. It may take weeks. But He'll change it. He'll make you a better person. Yeah. And people enjoy having you around. So work on it. So good night. It's 20 after 5 here. Let's see what it is. It is Sunday. I think it's the 9th or 10th, February 2020. So bye for now. Bye.